Alright, so good evening students. So I made this video to discuss or to your final requirement in purposive communication. But before we start, don't ever forget to write your name on the comment section for you to be notified and for you to be included in our attendance. And as I check your attendance, no, basically I'll be giving points for those who will really attend this virtual orientation religiously. Let me just fix something. So, before we start, I just want to announce that our final examination in purposive communication will be on December 30. And the deadline for this requirement, this speech presentation, will be on December 31 at 11:59. Okay, our examination will be 50 items only, or 30 to 50 items only. Don't worry, our exam is only multiple choice, and I will be making a video that will serve as your review before taking the examination. Okay, now let's go back. Now, how are you going to make this final requirement? Basically, as you can see on our thumbnail and in our title, that this your requirements will be a speech presentation. I know you have some idea background. How are you going to deliver a speech? But this evening, I will give you some important points that you need to include or you need to integrate in delivering a speech under my subject. Our subject is purposive communication. Basically, public speaking is one of the major or one of the important topics. Okay, now your speech is this will last from 2 to 3 minutes. Now, what's your topic or what's your theme? Your topic will be about the COVID-19 pandemic. So that's our general topic or theme. But you can make or you can think of some topic, no, of specific topic that will talk about pandemic. For instance, you'll be talking about your experience, no, or your coping mechanism during the pandemic, or any advice that you can give to people, those people who are encountering, who are facing problem in the pandemic. Anyway, this is the translation of your requirement in Comfil. So same thing, but in here, you'll be delivering it using English, the medium instruction. But I hope the content will be different, no? Knowing the fact that I am also your teacher in Comfil, and at the same time, I'm your teacher in Purposive. I am expecting that you will not use the same speech, the same content, or even it is being translated, but I hope you will do different or another one. Okay, let's go back. Now, how are you going to make your speech? A speech, okay, basically when you talk about speech or delivering a speech, it has three major parts. One, the introduction and the greetings. Now, some speaker, they use anecdotes. What is anecdotes? You are telling a story, a short story that has something to do with your topic, and the story will actually captivate or will actually catch the attention of the listener. Or else, you can also use the old one, the saying, no, quotes, quotation. Some people basically they start their speech by telling jokes if it's entertainment, or by sharing some kind of saying or any worthwhile quotation. And of course, it will be followed by your greetings. For example, life is the most precious gift from above. To our teacher in purposive communication, to my fellow speaker, visitor, parents, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. So that's your first part, no? But you can have a more beautiful introduction, no? It's up to you to find a catchy one, or you can also create yours. But if ever you will be using some quotation from an author, don't forget to cite them. Okay? According to NAG 2019, life is a matter of blah blah blah, something like that. And the second part will be, if the first part is the introduction and at the same time your greetings, don't ever forget the greetings. Of course, the body, the content, the final discussion. In here, you can use some author like, according to World Health Organization, there are millions of people who are affected by this pandemic. So something like that. Or maybe you can share some experience. Based on my experience, I really observe how people suffered from this pandemic. It's up to you. Or how the students struggled just to have their virtual class. So it's up to you. You know what? The body is the meat of your speech. There, you will be sharing some thoughts, some inputs from an author, and reliable inputs. Dapat mga katotohanan yung isi-share na may kinalaman sa inyong topic. Okay? That's the body of your speech. And most likely, this, as what I've said, this is the meat. No, in this part, no, listeners will be able to understand what's really your topic, what's really the purpose of your speech. Okay, and of course, the last one will be the conclusion. So, just a reminder. It's up to you if you're going to deliver a persuasive speech, knowing the fact that there are three major mode in delivering a speech or kinds. Persuasive. How are you going to convince people? Others are using entertainment. No, it's humorous purposes. And of course, sometimes people use informative one. Informative, like your teacher is speaking, you're giving information. So you can use either of the three, entertainment, entertainment, persuasive, or informative. And the last part will be the conclusion. Some authors or some speakers actually end their speech uh, with a question mark or rhetorical question. Now, decide. Are you ready for this new normal education? The decision is yours. Once again, good morning. Diba? It's a rhetorical question, means it does not require an answer, but it's a form of making your speech beautiful and presentable by asking catchy questions. Okay? Socratic method, that's what we call Socratic method. Or others, no, commonly people end their speech by giving some saying. Before I end up this speech, I'd like to share a beautiful quote coming from Anderson 2019, that life is blah blah blah. And others are using anecdote again. Before I will end the speech, I would like to share a meaningful story of an aunt. Oh, diba? Sometimes there are people who actually end their speech by sharing some anecdotes. But it's up to you. It's your freedom to choose whether you will use a rhetorical question, saying, quotation, or an anecdote. It's up to you. For as long as you make it, no, at your own, no, at the best version of yourself. And one more reminder, I want you to wear your costume during speech presentation. Magsuot ng maayos na costume, pananamit, and try to find a conducive background. Okay, try to use some background which is not destructive to your audience. Although it's just a virtual, but I want you also to practice gesture, facial expression, because through this you can actually build a connection, no? And delivering a speech really requires some connection, because if you don't have connection, you cannot able to grasp, or you cannot able to persuade your audience to listen. Okay, but then again, if your speech is something interesting, of course people will actually listen to you. And one more thing is your voice. Dapat yung boses modulated. Dapat hindi siya monotone. What is monotone? Your there should be a variation of tone, hindi lang puro high pitch, low pitch. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Today I'm going to talk about, that's monotone, no? Very low. But you have to choose, ladies and gentlemen, today I'm going to discuss about the importance of coping mechanism in facing the COVID-19. Do you know what, ladies and gentlemen, according to World Health Organization, diba, there is a variation of tone, rising, falling, tumaas, bumaba. Parang something, there is an element of surprise. Parang merong twist, kumbaga, sa story. And minsan may mga tao din naman that they use monotone in a way that they always use the high tone. Ladies and gentlemen, today I'm going to discuss about the life. Do you know that these people, they do something like, it's patriotic, or something that you are in a place of carnival, no? parang yung boses parang sobrang lakas, walang monotone, boring. Although malakas siya pero nakakairita. So that's it. But in your speech, I want you to make it presentable with your polytone, no? Dapat yung boses polytone, maraming tone, and be creative. Be creative, okay? So once again, you will send this video pala before I forget, no? Isa-send nyo itong video na to sa ating link ng ating Google Drive. Same thing, use your folder, upload or drag this video to your folder in our Google Drive, no? In your section. I have set actually a respective section for you, your file of your section, and inside of that file, you can see your name. And same thing kung saan nyo pinasa yung first activity nyo sa Purposive, doon nyo pa rin isa-send itong ating speech presentation. Again, this is 2 to 3 minutes. We wear costume and appropriate background. So once again, good evening. Don't forget that our exam will be on December 31. God bless everyone. Again, this is Teacher Jaime wishing you a Merry Christmas and an abundant New Year. Bye-bye. God bless. Take care. Don't forget to write your name. And if you have some question, just message me or you can use our GC. God bless. See you soon.